Hello. Back on my server. And here.
Pokemon, but every move is Baneful Bunker.
Good.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Alright. I think I'm basically ready. Let's start this thing. Hi, Seren.
Hey.
Hake.
Hey.
I'm kind of sad that I'll probably not be able to hear the music very well, because I love the Gen 4 soundtrack. I'll play in Nihongo. No.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon and the Small Chibis, yes. God. My laptop screen is like covering the bottom right. I'm gonna see if I can move it over just a little bit.
I like obnoxious setups, they're cool.
Okay, I've reduced how much it's covering it up quite a bit.
Bruh.
Okay, it looks like the game is not too much quieter, like, it's not too loud compared to me, I think. It looks like it's pretty close to the volume of the video capture device, though, so...
I should probably have my microphone not pointing away from me.
I have great timing.
Perfect timing.
Hello, everybody.
Did you know that Rowan's name is Rowan?
Really? Did you know that he was born in, I actually don't remember how old he is in this game. Isn't he, like...
Big fan.
I think he's 60. You just finished BD.
As you'd know.
So I have had this game since Christmas, and I've not started it because I was waiting for the home update so I could transfer something up, which you'll see either later on in this stream or at the start of the next stream. Hello, Draco. Okay.
Gotta be black.
None of these are me because I don't wear beanies, but this is the closest, I guess. What is your name? I kind of miss the days of, like, custom, like, input pads in different games instead of just using the system one.
Yeah, it's always weird to me when the game, like, just kind of fades away and it pulls up the Switch keyboard. It always makes it seem artificial for some reason.
So for the longest time, I would always just name my rivals after, like, somebody who I was close friends with at the time. For whatever reason, I'm feeling like just going with default names nowadays. So, you are Barry.
So obviously Damien.
Oh my god, guys, you know this was made in Unity, and it's the same game as the other one, but there's a bit flip.
Oh my god! So actually, though, I do need to read out the shit from this Reddit thread, because this is some good stuff. So, yeah, here's some,
Before you do that, I want to say that, the song on this screen, if I'm even remembering what it sounds like correctly, hang on. I don't know. In the Platinum version, it plays a song that's like... It's like a fucking Blue Balls rip, because when you eventually exit out of the screen, it goes like a or something, and like, but it always feels like it's leading into that and just doesn't until you press the button, so it fucking Blue Balls you. Or you can Blue Ball.
This is now the second time in this in like today that you've mentioned Blue Balls rips.
Yes.
Which is not a term I think I've ever heard you say before.
I've talked about them. But anyway, go on.
Alright, so yeah, here's just some interesting tidbits about the home update. So Pokemon will not retain their current movesets when moved between Gen 8 games. they will just revert to whatever they would have at that level.
Good.
Which is kind of bullshit. You can only transfer one of each legendary or mythical out of BDSP. It doesn't say if that, like... I assume that means, like, per save file. Like, if you reset, you can send more stuff out of it. But apparently they did that because the games had, like, such a abusable cloning glitch that they didn't want you to get, like, a bunch of them out of it. Pokemon transferred into or out of Legends Arceus will appear in a strange ball, which they actually did mention in the, like, tweets and stuff, so that's whatever. Here's the good ones. Nincada cannot be brought into BDSP. People are thinking it's because when it evolves, it then generates two Pokemon that have the same, like, personality value.
Right.
And because they're trying to avoid anything with cloning, like, that would have created an exception, so they're just not allowing it. I don't get it. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't know why you can't bring it in. You'd think that if anything, like, it would just reject sending, like, a Ninjask and a Shedinja with the same ID out of it or something, but that, I don't know.
So, I have technically never actually played Diamond or Pearl. I've played, like, 10 minutes of Diamond, but, yeah, I've played Platinum 5 times. It's my favorite game in the series. So I was really excited for the potential of Gen 4 remakes for years, and then when this came out, I obviously was, there were people that were more disappointed than me, but there were certainly people that were less disappointed than me. It's not even the art style, it's just the fact that like, I don't even care about that much. It's more so the fact that they didn't add stuff from Platinum, or at least they didn't add a lot of stuff from Platinum.
It's like, it doesn't have Platinum stuff, let alone really any new stuff at all, other than the, like, Romana's Park thing. And
the underground changes.
Yeah, it's just kind of a disappointing remake. So anyway, now we have Spinda cannot be moved out of BDSP, and the presumed reason for this is because apparently these games handle the, like, formula to determine the spots incorrectly.
Good.
So, like, if you moved it out, it wouldn't keep the same spot pattern. So they're just like, well, I guess we can't move it out then. And Pikachu, Eevee, or Meowth with the Gigantamax factor cannot be moved into BDSP, which is, I feel like that one kind of makes a little bit of sense. But it's a little bit dumb, I guess.
Is it because they can evolve and they don't want you to, like, be able to evolve it in this game and then transfer it out, and then it's like, oh no.
Probably. But yeah, someone's pointed out, though, that, you know, originally the whole point of cutting the decks was supposed to be to, like, because, like, it's too much work to have data for everything in every game or something. But now they're, like, running into all these stupid fucking issues that didn't exist before. And it's like, you know, we're having to create these things that, like, reset move sets, and, like, oh, you can't move this thing into this game because it isn't coded correctly. And none of this would have happened if they just had left the data for everything.
Not only that, but they actually have to have the code for everything in the games to know what to, or at least, like, you know, at least for, like, moves and stuff, to know to remove them.
And it's like, and all of this is, like, you know, now that this game and Legends have come out,
hopefully this isn't mail.
Like,
no, well, you'd be
with all
surprised, there were a lot of shills that were parroting Game Freak's excuses at people.
It's like, with the Gen 8 games, like, that we have now, there's, I think, only, like, 60 things out of the full national decks that are not in one of the games, so it's like, good fucking job. What did you accomplish?
Well, the thing is, like, Game Freak, given the right time, resources, and support, can do good stuff. They were
Yeah.
they hit their stride with Gen 4 and 5. Like, they knew how to make games for the DS, and they did.
I would also say
pretty
6
well.
was pretty good.
6 was alright.
They've been rushed like crazy lately.
And it's like, you know, that's TPCI's fault. So the Game Freak gets all the blame, but really I'm the one I blame TPCI. Which, if you don't know, is the Pokemon Company International, which is like the people that handle the series as a whole. I've seen people take this too far and go like, oh, it's because of the anime. The anime needs new seasons. It's like, no, they've added anime filler. It's just the general, you know, capitalistic machine that they've got going on here.
I can't see any way that it was a balancing issue.
Yeah.
Like, if we're looking for reasons why they started this model of like every game can't have every Pokemon anymore, like if it was an issue of balance, they wouldn't be putting every legendary in every game, and like they basically have.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they couldn't split a nickel and make 2 different types of trees. Also, I want to point out that we're joking about Game Freak's incompetence in the one major Pokemon game recently that has not been made yet by Game Freak.
Yeah.
It's made by Ilko Skivold.
It is. Scandinavian minor.
They do also make bad decisions, yeah, but I'm not sure how many of those are legitimate design decisions versus what TPCI is mandating for whatever reason.
This is unrelated, but I realized that I think I'm trying to think if there's an exception.
It also bothers me when people are like, oh man, like, look at all these fucking autistic-ass Pokemon fans that care about the minutia of, like, you know, what you can and can't do between generations of games. Get over it. Like, there's plenty of other monster-catching games where you can't transfer shit at all. You should count yourselves lucky. And it's like, no, we have a standard that's been maintained for generations now. There's no reason they should have to change it. Like, I don't think it's unreasonable for people to be upset about it.
Like, you know, I can even kind of understand it if it's just the problem is, like, now that we do have, like, now that has been taken away, and it's like, okay, this is going to be the new standard from this point. You're not going to have everything in every game. It's like it's annoying, but I can accept that. But it seems like their ways of handling, like, what we do have is being held together with fucking, like, Scotch tape. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, for Gen 9. I assume that you're going to be getting Violet. I assume...
I have not decided.
Oh. Well, you like purple, so...
It's not really purple, though. It's like...
Oh.
Magenta. It's not a great shade of purple.
I was basically going to say, I assumed that you and Nicole and possibly even Joel were all going to get that, so I was going to be, like, forced into getting the first version for the first time ever.
No, I actually haven't decided yet. I'm going to base it on whatever the differences are, which is my usual method of picking, is I just wait to hear what the version differences are. So far we do have one, which is the starting outfit.
But yeah, the only time I've ever not gotten the second version is for remakes. And I guess technically Ultra Sun, which is like what would you call that? A remaster.
Yeah.
It's not even a it's like, it's not a third version. It's not a remaster. It's not a remake. It's just what would you call that? Like, director's cut.
It's not a Wii cat, by the way. The leaf looks nothing like a Wii leaf. Anyway, I spent a bit of time thinking about this. I originally had a different name. I can't remember the guy's name. I want to say it's Finn something. He's got a series of, like, short videos making fun of, like, the tropes in, like, you know, worldwide treasure hunting movies where, like, I'm not going to explain the whole plot, but, you know, they make all these allies and get betrayed by different people, and there's this one part where they're in jail, and there's, like, a god sleeping with, like, this giant-ass ring of keys, and there's this monkey that they befriended, and he shows up to, like, free them from prison, and they're like, Bongo! So I was gonna I was gonna name it Bongo, and then I decided that was stupid and obscure and outdated. Oh, what? No. Oh, I keep forgetting that
What's
fucking B is the bottom button is not confirmed. I've been playing fucking
Oh.
Anyway, so I'm gonna name it something
Now that
else.
you've already now that it's probably too late, I will mention I don't know if I care for the name Spectre on this because Spectre should be a psychic type.
I know,
Well.
but it's a white monkey.
Oh yeah. Well, he's brown, but has some white on him, I guess.
Infernape has mostly white fur. Chimpanzee, that monkey news. Yeah, Goku is too obvious, and Josh already used it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think Pearl was the first non-ROM playthrough I did where I actually nicknamed my stuff, and my nicknames were all either very unoriginal or very shit. I like to think I've gotten slightly better since then, but I still have some kind of terrible ones mixed in.
What did you feel? Okay, yeah, he's 60, which means he was born in 1948. So I don't anticipate this being the most thrilling game to go through, so I imagine it as being just a chill stream where we chat and stuff, which we already kind of have that with Breath of the Wild, but that's basically become a stream that I do with like only when Yumi and letters are available. So
yeah.
And I wanted to play through this, and I've been considering either recording or streaming it, so yeah. I do wonder why you start without your hat, though.
It is a little weird. I'm huffing and puffing and shuffle up, go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
You okay there, Flatline? This is also the first time I'm streaming at my new place. Like,
And the last time.
Oh no. Every day is great at your Pokemon.
Bad.
I am not going to catch all the Pokemon. I don't usually do that. Only times I've done it are in Let's Go, and I've got a decent way into trying to fill the Platinum decks in my most recent Platinum playthrough. That's kind of hit a standstill though now that I'm in the post game.
Alright, time to mash A while running around on this beach and see if you can find any Stardust.
Oh? That thing.
I think there's like... It might be just like in a rock.
I do know where a fair amount of the hidden items in this game are.
I forgot how fucking atrocious the item finder is in this game.
Yeah. I will look around for a bit.
You know, they had decent item finders in most of the other generations before this, but they're like, we gotta translate it exactly like it was in Diamond and Pearl, even if it makes no sense for not having a second screen.
Yeah. They changed how it worked in the Gen 2 and 3 remix. You okay there, Flash? Oh, I didn't tell my family that I'm helping the professor. Sorry, give me a second.
It's terrible because, yeah, in the original games, like, it was on the bottom screen, so you could walk around and just kind of keep poking it. And here, yeah, you have to, like, slowly pull it up, like, move the cursor to the spots on the screen and poke it, and you can't walk around while doing this. It's really slow and awful.
Yep. Keep pressing the wrong button. You gonna give me running shoes?
I don't think there are any. I think you already have them.
No, I can't run yet.
Well, I thought that the like movement speed you have now is the running.
Oh, is it? It seems kind of slow to me.
Unless I'm just thinking of Legends.
It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Do I have a team already decided on? Yes, I do. I've had one for months, since before the game even came out.
I remember the days of, you know, planning a team for this, assuming, like, well, I mean, there's no way it's not going to have the Platinum decks.
Thankfully the stuff I planned did come in here. Did get in. I see, so walking is just tilting the stick slightly. I see. Okay, but then... Well, that's annoying, though, because that means you have to, like, hold the stick. Yeah, you have to do that if you want to decrease your encounter, right? Yeah.
I mean, do we know for sure that that's how that works in this game?
In this game, I'm not sure, but in older games, I'm pretty sure running increases the catch rate.
I know it does, at least in Gen 5. I assume it probably did in Gen 4. I'm not sure, though.
Well, in Gen 3, because that's when they added running shoe.
The first time I noticed it was in Gen 5, because in that game it was hella noticeable.
Yeah.
But did you know that in Emerald specifically, and in no other games, if you have a Pokemon with Hyper Cutter and then use Cut on the grass, it cuts more of the grass?
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, doesn't this... With the home update, I think it gives you like all 3 of the Sinnoh starters when you connect for the first time.
Yeah, I picked Chimchar. That was Lucas. What were you saying, Josh?
I want to say that when you connect this game to home for the first time, it gives you all 3 of the Sinnoh starters.
Oh.
Which is not anything that you need, I guess, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the stream is buffering for me.
Oh.
And now I guess it's not.
It's kind of awkward that it cuts back out to the bird's eye view whenever it goes into battle.
Yeah. Like clits are popping.
Yeah. The Stolly disappearing was pretty funny.
So let's really drink in that fire texture on Chimchar.
Yep.
I mean, it's not even the texture. It's just the fact that it's like
it could look worse, honestly. Big brother.
Is it time for my cameo yet?
oh, it's Ember.
Embidge.
Yes.
So, not only is that Conk Edge and Spect Edge, but just anything that has an ER on the end actually has an EGE.
Yeah.
I mean, the last is pretty cute in this game.
Teenage Edge. What was there was one that you mentioned recently that was really terrible. I don't remember
It
what
was
it was.
Teenagers.
I thought there was another one that was worse.
No. I mean, that might have been.
Oh, are some of the episodes of Bridge series gone now? I didn't realize that.
Isn't there a website for it? How's audio balance, by the way?
Breasts have arrived. Floral bookmark.
Oh, boo.
Yes. I'm sure somebody's backed him up.
Yeah.
Unlike Suede's Pokemon Journey, which is just gone.
It's a shame, you wanted to show me that.
Yeah.
Why aren't they 17 levels above the Bikdip? Why would I be?
Just grind, bruh.
I mean, don't worry, I'm gonna end up over leveled. Luffy's not really associated with... Well, I guess it's not necessarily Luffy. Could be... Garp, or...
Suede is someone that used to be part of Channel Awesome that mostly does anime reviews and kind of became known for Pokemon stuff. So he had a series, it was called Suede's Pokemon Journey, which was basically just kind of a review of every episode of the Pokemon anime. And it was also sort of like an abridged series type thing. Like, not really, but the reviews would often turn into him just kind of like, you know, doing voices for the characters and kind of making fun of the absurdity of the things that would happen. And earlier this year, the entire channel basically got shut down because I don't know if it was the actual creators of the anime or if it was just some company in Japan basically, like, you know, put strikes on all of his videos saying, like, you know, you can't be showing this on your channel, like, it's our property or whatever, and Japan doesn't have fair use laws.
Yeah.
So he was...
Fair use is not law, it's a defense, but yeah.
Yeah, he was forced to take everything down because there's basically no way to fight against it. And
a lot of people are calling for YouTube to add geolocking so that you can just make your videos inaccessible in countries that don't have copyright, like fair use defense and stuff like that. And then that way, you know, the companies can't do anything. You know, you don't have to worry about it. It's not infringing their laws. And if somebody in that country really wants to see it, they can just use a VPN. It's kind of, it would be a good solution, but YouTube haven't implemented it. So.
And it's like I've seen people be jackasses about it and say that, like, you know, that's what you get. It's not your IP to be doing stuff with, and
basically
it's
people not believing in fair use for some reason.
Well, it's like, you know, it's debatable is the issue where it's
No,
like I've seen the argument that
fall under fair use. As good as use.
They do, but I've seen good enough argument, like not even from the jackasses, but like just like the idea is like, could anybody reasonably watch an abridged series as a replacement for the original? And the answer is yes. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
It's not a direct replacement. You wouldn't be watching Yu-Gi-Oh anyway, so that doesn't count.
Yeah. I guess that's the same argument as, like, you know, if a game is too expensive and you would pirate it but not buy it, like, is piracy really the villain here? And it's like, kinda. But...
Again, Josh, you wouldn't watch original Yu-Gi-Oh even if that wasn't an abridged series. But there are people who like both regular Yu-Gi-Oh and the abridged series who still go and watch the original series unabridged. Like, so it's not a replacement. I'm gonna try not to fight wild stuff because I don't need extra experience. It's gonna fucking rack up.
H.
mean a weak-looking trainer? Get out of here. YouTube does block stuff in some countries under certain circumstances, but YouTube does it. That's the key. You can't manually go into your video and say, don't show this in Japan. You can't do that. Only YouTube has the power to do that, which is fucking stupid. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
Bad. I can't believe there's no Pokemon based on giraffes.
Yeah. Well, hi Kirame. I've played Platinum 5 times, so... I've wanted to play the Gen 4 remake since before they were even announced. I was just like, when they do it, I'm absolutely playing it. And I originally wanted to LP them whenever they came out. And then this game was kind of disappointing, and I had to wait to start to play anyway because I needed to wait for home support so I could transfer something up. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do Coliseum and next day at some point, either myself or like while like you would play and I would be there. But we don't have to do that anytime soon.
Oh, I'd play?
Like that's what I'm saying. I either I would do it or you would, because
okay.
You said you haven't played them, right? So.
Right, I have a copy of Coliseum. I've had it for like 6 years, and I haven't started it because I don't have a good way to capture my Wii. Well, actually, that's not the reason, because I wasn't going to LP anyway, but like that wasn't the plan. It was more so just. I think like I didn't know where my Wii was, and to be honest, I actually still don't know where it is. But
I have Coliseum. Like I've played through both of them. I still have Coliseum. I don't have XD anymore because I sent it to Tim for some reason. And if I do replay them, I would have to I'd have to buy a new memory card because they take up basically an entire thing on their own.
oh shit. No, I'm gonna lose all my monies.
Oh.
That was all my monies. And it's fake. Because I defeated one of his Pokemon and got experience. So, it's cheating. I can't fight him again.
Yes. If one of us plays through Coliseum, obviously we need to do a playthrough where every Pokemon is caught at its like final location.
Explain.
Well, because if you like, with most Pokemon that are owned by basically like the bad guys, like there's a few that you can get from just like random people that are standing around that were just kind of gifted the Shadow Pokemon, and they're not like actually part of the like evil team or whatever. Like them you can just battle infinitely, but any of the ones that are like, you know, Cypher, Peon, Breadstick or whatever, the trainers have such fucking bad names, but it's like, you know, you'll have one chance to catch it, and then if you fail, they fuck off to another location, usually in the post game. And I had to go through a considerable amount of effort when I was filling out the spreadsheet the other day, trying to figure out like where they actually all go to, because it's not very well documented. Like you can find the info, but not in a convenient way. And most of them just go to one other place. Sometimes they have two locations where it's like they'll go here, and if you don't get a chance, then they'll go here. And then there's Sudowoodo and the Legendary Beasts, I think, have 4 locations. Because it's like, you can get them the first time you fight the admin, then they move to, like, Realgam Coliseum for, like, the end of the game. Then they move to, like, this boss rush in the post-game. And then they move to the, like, Under Coliseum or some shit. It's, like...
The dark web. You have to order them in a box at 3 a.m.
God. Yeah, in XD, I'm pretty sure that everything you don't catch on the first try just goes to Mirror B, which makes it considerably easier.
Reseed is such a fucking weird move.
Yeah, it's really specific.
I guess they were like, what if we made a move that prevents you from falling asleep? And then they're like, I don't know how to do that. What if we just change the ability to one that prevents you from falling asleep? But then it's
So, like... I'm trying to... Okay, so yeah, the utility of the move is... If they have a useful ability, this suppresses it. They can't use rest. And I guess that's about it. Like... It's just kind of weird. It's gastro acid, but with more steps.
Yeah. Well, I was looking for a female one.
Oh, it's Guapa. Also, what the fuck do you mean Psyduck? Isn't this thing like a 2% encounter rate?
Uh-oh.
I'm actually gonna check. I swear this thing is like super rare here. Yeah, it's a 2% encounter right here. Good shit.
Anyway, this is my second team member. Both Chimchar and, both Infernape and Golduck were used in my first ever Platinum team, so I wanted to reuse them here. I also used, a Porygon Z, but then I've also already reused that in Pokemon Sun. I considered it my, like, Pokemon 20th anniversary, like, special. I got to reuse one of my favorite Pokemon. Why did why the fuck did I start naming it Golduck? That's not what I was gonna call it. No, I didn't want to... Oh my fucking god. Can you rename them from the menu? No! No!
So is this thing just named Golduck now?
No, it's named Side... It wasn't given a name. Because I backed out of the menu and it just didn't let me pick a different one.
The renamer is in Eterna, so it's not that late. But yeah, that's annoying.
I'm upset now.
I'm sorry.
Okay, this thing's name is Ruto, by the way. That's what I was gonna call it.
Okay. Wordle is a cult because Autumn called it a cult, and the reason... Okay, I'll explain what I think the reason is, and then you can correct me.
Sure.
It's because, as far as, at least from my perspective, it's one of those things that just popped up overnight, and it went from something that I'd never heard of in my life to being like, oh yeah, everybody's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody would just post on Discord a large pile of colored squares and be like, oh, these were my results today. And then people would just be like, oh, yeah. And it's like, there's not really any conversation to be had from it. And it was just kind of taking up a bunch of space and a bunch of people patting themselves on the back. And it's like, what the fuck is this? So it's like, I don't know if cult is the right term, but it was like, it seemed very hive mindy.
Yeah.
Like,
yep, that's basically it. You've covered everything.
And so now the question is, does the sudden burst of interest in Squirtle due to me making a video about it count as a cult? I would say it's not widespread enough to be one.
Also, it's not fucking incomprehensible. Like, people usually post like what they actually guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
So there is potential for conversation there. And then I made this point, and then people were like, "No, it's still a cult." And then I'm like, "No," and they're like, "You're just applying a double standard." And I'm like, "But I gave a reason. You didn't give one." They're like, "I don't need to." Is the stream quality fine for you guys? YouTube's like warning me that it's a low bit rate or something.
It looks okay to me. Every once in a while it kind of buffers, but it hasn't been like a big issue. And I don't have audio on, so I can't tell if that's fine.
Ah, that was the game that did it, was it? Oh, I wanted to make a point earlier, but there's just been so much conversation today. Somebody was saying stuff about, like, you know, Game Freak's just been downhill lately. I don't completely disagree, but I feel like it's more one step forward, two steps back, where they'll make genuine improvements to stuff and then just fuck up other things.
They'll introduce like nice quality of life features while making the base game worse.
Yeah. Alright.
Like, if Sword and Shield had had another year to cook, and, like, it's not even the bugginess of... Well, actually, I'm trying to remember, are those games even buggy? I don't know. They have, like, draw distance issues, but it's
buggy.
like... Yeah. No, it's just, those games... The problem with Sword and Shield, in my opinion, like, you know, you can make fun of the draw distance and the, like, shitty backgrounds in some areas and the cut Pokedex, and, like, those are all... you know, valid points, but to me, the region was just fucking boring. The plot was terrible, and I feel like the wild area was not implemented very well. So I'm hoping that Scarlet, or what the fuck? Yeah, no, Crimson. I can never remember if it's Crimson or Scarlet, but yeah, if Scarlet and Violet. I'm hoping that they basically blend the Legends gameplay with the more traditional gameplay and make something that is actually good.
I still have not played Legends. I would like to at some point, but I'm starting this game while I have 2 other Pokemon runs going. I should probably finish.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Pokemon playthroughs that were my fault. Because I'm just like, hey, you should start this game. I have a team for you, and you're like,
no, Sword and Shield most definitely have a plot, it just sucks. Isn't there supposed to be an item up here? Why is there a trainer instead? What the fuck? It's supposed to be like a TM or something.
Maybe they changed it in Platinum. Yeah, that's the thing, is I actually like X and Y, but...
I like them a decent amount. I like them better than fucking Sword and Shield, that's for sure. I also like them better than Gen 1 and 2, but that's about all I put them above. Okay, I guess I can go east now.
The plot was terrible in X and Y. I feel like in Sword Shield, it's just like
in Sword Shield, it like makes no sense. In X and Y, it at least made sense. It was just kind of, eh. Oh boy, trainer card.
I mean, both of them kind of were just, there is no plot until suddenly the big bad is like, okay, Doomsday device, but like, I'm trying to think of a way to justify it, and it's like, no, X and Y's plot was bad. I'm not going to say that it was good.
How do
I feel like it was slightly less bad, though.
There's no save option. How do I save?
Hit R.
Oh, I can't see it because it's covered up by my laptop screen. What the fuck? How did the game save so quickly? This is Gen 4.
Yeah.
What now?
But I genuinely think the
God.
I think that Kalos is actually a good region.
Yeah.
I'd like the. It has good route diversity. Like, even if most of the routes are not like super interesting, there's a couple that stand out. It has, yeah, like, you know, caves and stuff. Sword Shield, like, every route is a straight line. Most of them are just incredibly generic, but there's like one that is kind of a desert almost, except not really. It's just kind of like dried out. And then there's, for some reason, like 3 snow routes. I don't know.
Where the fuck am I going? Is it the upper floor of this building?
What are you looking for?
Okay, I guess so.
Lysanderoth, you were behind this. Yes, it was I.
My machinations lay undetected for years, for I am a master of deception. I remember before the game even came out, they didn't want to like give away what Team Flare were actually about, and so they just introduced. I remember specifically reading a Bulba news article that was like, "The evil team for X and Y has been revealed. They are Team Flare, and their goal is to make money." And I was like, "Oh,
Good.
okay." Seriously, what the fuck do
I want to replay Gen 6 at some point. I've been kind of Jones in it for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm playing for.
The other thing that I'm realizing, like, as I say this is going to be another case of, like, slight hypocrisy, because one of the things I like about X and Y is how big the Pokedex selection is, and, like, Sword Shield, you know, you can make your case about them cutting stuff out. Like, it still has a pretty decent selection, and, like, Wild Area has a ton of stuff in it. The problem is Wild Area is a fucking slog to find specific things you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if you want to use a specific thing in Gen 6, you can look it up and you can find it there. Or XY, it's like, you know, sometimes, or sorry, Sword Shield, it's like, you know, sometimes it's weather specific, sometimes you have to just hope to get it from a raid. It's like, no, I fucking hated the Wild Area. Like, that was the reason that I didn't do a, like, full dex completion in that game. It was just fucking insufferable. In what way would they go, Cantle? Would it just be having a lot of Gen 1 stuff, or is?
As you know.
Yes.
He said cock. So what do you mean kid? You're the same age as me.
I have not looked into any other monster collecting games.
Yeah, I don't think
I know they exist, but I'm too deep into this one to want to really do another.
I know there's the one that, like, generates monsters based on fucking CDs that you put in.
Yeah, that was Monster Rancher, at least on PS1. I don't know if they still do that gimmick now. If they're even still making games now, I have no idea. And let's not forget the one where you can scan it into your PC, pushes glasses up.
I have a feeling he doesn't want to hit me with bubble. Yes?
Bad?
Don't heal it.
Yeah, the thing where Lusamine is, like, absorbed by Nihilego and then just it's a normal trainer battle was a little bit of a letdown.
I've heard things about Temtem, it doesn't really appeal to me though.
My thing is just, again, it's like I've stuck with this series for 20 years. I have, like, a ridiculous amount of knowledge of it, and I'm comfortable with it. I don't really want to try another one, because I'm not really jonesing for anything different. I'm going to keep using the word jonesing.
Yeah, I've been one of the few people that, like, over the years, I've seen a lot of people be like, the Pokemon formula is stale, all the games are the same. And I was out here being like, I like it. It's a good formula. Like, they don't need to change it. And I was happy with what they did with Gen 7, where, like, the core sort of gameplay was the same. It's just that it's not gyms, it's trials, and, you know, you're going around the islands now. Like, that was cool. I like that. I think that was just the right amount of variation. I don't know if I'll like Legends Arceus. I haven't played it yet, but it doesn't... Like, you told me there's barely any battling in that game, and you don't ever really feel like...
Yeah, I think there's, like, less than 10 battles in the game, and the ones that you do have are usually like they have one or two things. There's of course the one really hard battle, but it's definitely a different experience.
I literally don't make fun of Call of Duty because I haven't played the games. I don't have an opinion on them. Michael, it's your birthday today. Cake and ice cream is on its way. And Michael, you're such a good boy this year. Open up your gifts while we watch here. Bikdip, we are the Bikdip.
Oh.
Celebrating yet another Bikdip.
Celebrate another Wanna birthday bash.
Yes. Michael. I should have skipped this trainer and come back with a Mewtwo.
God, I just remembered the trainers in this game that randomly had their names spelled differently.
I wouldn't want another Black and White. Black and White is hard to replay because I don't like to reuse stuff, so I'm actually like really close to running out of viable teams in that game without reusing stuff. One day, next time, maybe not the next time, but maybe just a future time I play the game, I want to do like a mystery egg run though, so I would need somebody to trade me eggs in person. But yeah, I think I might ask you to like breed a team for me and send them over when we meet in person.
Perhaps.
Pokémon. I've never actually played Pokémon. Is it any good?
I have not played them. The only thing I know is that you can pick up a Hideo. I've seen pictures of... I don't remember if it was Pikachu or if it was like Shawat carrying around a Pidove, and it was adorable.
Yeah. Boy, all the level ups.
I do love how, like, you know, Black and White was extremely divisive when it came out, and now most people love it. I think it's the strongest case of, you know, the cycle that's ever happened in the series.
Yeah, probably. Does this remake you the internet slang? I think it does. We'll find out pretty soon anyway. What's shit game? Shit game is a game wherein you use gun apostrophe s.
Shoot.
Youngster Dallas. So lad. What do you mean you're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming? Fuck off. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to have like great internet here, and it's not been great. So I might need to...
Have you been tracking your speeds?
No, I keep forgetting. I need to set alarms or something. But I forget to set the alarms. Yeah, it's been like subpar, so I've been wanting to like fill in a spreadsheet of what my times have been, so I can show my ISP like, hey look, it's consistently not up to what you say it should. I don't know if they'll do anything. They have a thing on their website that's like, if it's not up to your standard, like, you can cancel your contract for free, or like we'll give you a refund, you can find someone else. But I don't want to find someone else, I want them to just deliver what they fucking promised me. See if there's like an issue causing it. Anyway, I haven't really played shit game very much at all.
To go back to a thing that was brought up like freaking 5 minutes ago at this point, I learned this when I was making the Squirtle spreadsheet, but it's like, you know, the first 4 generations, or yeah, the first 5, like the standard was between 100, 150 Pokemon basically, and then, you know, starting from Gen 6, it's been a lot lower. It's surprising how many Gen 8 actually added. Like, if you count Galarian forms and Hisuian forms as distinct things, it's... like, the number that I have is 140. That's not 100%, like, truthful, because it includes alternate forms for, like, a lot of the legendaries and stuff, but it's a pretty decent number. It's just, It's a shame that I don't like a lot of Gen 8 stuff.
I'm actually not on any of those, Jimmy. I'm on Now TV. I didn't pick it.
Why was I loud? What the hell?
No, I've asked if the stream audio is fine, and people said yeah.
Well, Ultima said it wasn't, but...
Yeah, but he never says it's... He always does it.
Michael. This is true.
I don't think I have used more than like 55% of any generation, so I'm still like, you know, it's like 50-60%.
Bakery ice cream is on its snake.
Ultimate in the game are quiet. No, everyone else has said that it's fine, so... Like, I assume you're on speakers, like usual, so...
So you know how I've been having the issue with my headphones recently, where
Yeah.
like, I'll explain for other people.
Okay.
My setup is like I have.
Okay, to be
just
fair,
kind of
Josh does actually look pretty loud on the thing, so I'll turn you down.
I have kind of like a standard pair of headphones, and with my computer setup, I often switch between the desk and the bed. And whenever I'm in the bed using the TV as my main monitor, I have like this extension cable, and the cable itself I think is going bad, or at least like the connection part of it is. And so sometimes my audio cuts out, but when it cuts out, it doesn't cut out 100%. It does this weird thing where I can like, if I'm watching a video where it's like someone talking and there's background music, I'll be able to still hear like some channels of the music, but not the talking.
That will be to do with like which sort of pitch ranges they're occupying. Josh is too quiet now. What? I turned him up. Oh no, I turned him down. Sorry, my bad.
I am now in a toaster oven.
I watched the levels and he's like where my mic levels are. Fine, I'll turn him back up. This is why I ask once and then I don't trust people that say it's different. Okay, Josh, say something?
I don't know how.
Okay, I assume this is probably fine. I think he's still gonna be louder than me though now, so I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure we always make the game quiet. It's not an accident. Like, I don't want the game to be loud. Like, because we're supposed to be the clear part over the game. If you want to listen to the game soundtrack, like, you can go listen to it.
Yeah, that's me.
Levels are good now? Okay.
Cock injured.
Door stuck.
Book head hard ant here.
Now I have 2 enemies.
Now I have fruit.
Do you remember the now I have 2 enemies thing?
No, I don't.
That was from, I think, one of the Earthbound beginning streams. It was like, God, what was it? One of your siblings claimed that you ruined his, I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of shitty, like, drawing on the wall. Or like a drawing on a piece of paper taped to the wall. But he was calling it something else. And what had actually happened was that somebody else like messed it up, but they only did it because you were yelling at them or something, and you were yelling at them because they annoyed you. Anyway, and somehow like your brother claimed this was your fault. Some stupid shit.
This was a real thing, or you dreamed this?
No, you dreamed this.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't remember that at all.
Shitty meaties. That was a depressing couple of days for me, where I was like, one of the things I was most looking forward to with the remake, even after they showed that the graphics were kind of and there was some questionable, decisions, I was still like, at least the music is gonna be good. And then like that was like, it's hilarious that it even happened, because in the grand scheme of things, it didn't matter. Like that they weren't final. You know, it was a short period of time. It's been months that the new tracks have been out, and they're like fine. There are some that are better than others. There are some cases where they made the song a little worse, which is, you know, it's hard to top the originals. They're really, really good. But yeah, I was pretty upset because I was like, this is the one thing I thought I could count on.
And then the actual soundtrack came out, and then people were just like, "Oh, it's so sweet how they let their kids play this song."
Yeah, I don't know why people were shitting on this, even the updated soundtrack so much.
Am I avoiding spoilers? I mean, there hasn't been anything yet, so I don't know. Like,
yeah, there hasn't been anything.
I'll probably look at least the first few things, and then decide later if I want to try to avoid stuff.
I've always kept up to date with all like info, and then when it gets into leak season, I do that too. I keep up with those two. That's always too fun for me. I don't think I would enjoy going into the game blind, especially because I want to plan my team anyway, so there would kind of be no point.
Yeah, I went into Gen 6 and 8 not knowing the full decks, and it usually turns out where, like, eventually I kind of just get exposed to them all anyway, like, either just accidentally through looking at posts online, or like, I'll try to look up, like, this thing that I decided to use, like, when does this evolve, or like what moves does it get, and then
I lost, la la la.
I'll like try to look. Like, I would do things basically where, like, there was a point where I didn't know, like, the final XY starter evolutions, and so I would just kind of, like, I would open the page for, like Quilladin or something on Cerebi, and then kind of, like, cover the screen with my hand so I could not see the thing, but then I would, like, mess up and see it anyway. It's like, oh, well. There's also a Pokemon that I swear just existed for, like, a couple days and then disappeared. Because when I was playing Y for the first time, there was the, like, on the bottom screen, when you have, like, the super training and the Pokemon and Me pages or whatever, there would be, like, kind of like a ticker of other people that were online, and, like, whatever their Pokemon was that they were using or something would kind of scroll by. And there was a thing that scrolled by that I swear never turned on. I'm like, I wonder what that thing is. I can't really tell what it's supposed to be. And I never found out. Like, it must have just been, like, something that I didn't recognize, and then when I found it later, I didn't realize that it was the same thing.
Yeah, it must have been.
Like, I remember it looking kind of like Porygon Z almost, where it was like a weird, like, head detached from body, blood outside of body. I remember it being blue. I don't know what the hell it was.
I like this picture that senses the hidden moves app, just in case.
Yes.
Just so they didn't have to make versions for other languages or something.
That's my favorite.
I haven't actually looked at the Pokédex yet.
Was it a Pokemon or Smash game that I did a big thought dump on? Yeah, I did it for a few things. I did one for Gen 5, Gen 7, Smash 4, possibly a few other things. Oh, it's pickle juice.
How do I get rid of that?
Get rid of what?
The Pokédex in the top right?
One of the shoulder buttons, I think. You either, like, hold it down or bench full of.
Okay.
Bench full of love.
Hello, Magically Me. Haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the stream.
Burp.
Uh-oh.
Picross 52.
S2.
Picross 52.
52 pickup.
I couldn't do one for Gen 8 because I didn't spoil myself on it beforehand. Like, I could, if I so desired, you know, I could do a Pro ZD style, like, rank every Pokemon of a generation video. It would basically be the, like, Crystal bios, but shortened.
Eh.
But yeah, I don't really feel the need to do that.
Clearly what you should do is just when you eventually do your Gen 3 100% LPs, which you're definitely doing and have promised, and
Oh, yes,
signed a blood
definitely.
oath about, just do bios for only the Gen 3 stuff. And then when you do...
I mean, that is what I would actually do if I was going to do that.
Okay. And then I don't know how you'd handle Gen 4, but because you've already done Platinum, but... Oh, Fury Swipes! Funny season woman.
Oh, it's Wario!
I mean, he needs to finish Crystal first.
Yeah. The problem with doing a Gen 3 100% thing, you know, other than the fact that it would take forever and suck ass, is I've already played through all of Emerald as an LP, and I've done Fire Red Omega, and I would have to do Leaf Green, which is, you know, kind of the same thing. So it's like, it would basically just be, like, you know, I would do those mostly off-screen probably, and then it would just be Coliseum and an XD, so it's like, I'm not particularly committed to the idea of doing it.
I feel like it's been long enough since the Emerald LP. Fire Red is, like, more so a problem because of Yellow, I think, because that one was already, like, a catch-em-all thing.
Right.
Say something?
Speed through the game, not catching everything, and then just kind of go back and get the stuff that I made. I am saying stuff. Am I audible?
Yeah, it's just, I think there might be a bit of a delay. I'm going to say...
Also, is there like a blue dot below the HP bar on... Okay, never mind.
Was it just the EXP bar being really short?
Oh, yeah, I guess it was.
I will say... Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Okay, that's not really delay, I guess just messed up for a second. A temporary blip.
But yeah, a Gen 3 catch-em-all is a process, because if you are doing minimum number of games, you can do it with Emerald, Leaf Green, Coliseum XD, but you have to replay through Emerald to get Latias and Latios, and then, like, you know, resetting for starters, obviously. And it's like, I'm trying to think, because, like, I don't know what you would use as, like, the home game to, like, keep everything, because, like, if you're restarting for Emerald starters, like, where do you send the other ones to? Unless you do one of the GameCube games first, I guess. I don't know. It would require significant planning and a lot of starting and garbage.
Just wait until your retirement when you have loads of free time.
God, Pokemon box. I mean, that would be helpful if the game wasn't like $500.
Alright, we're gonna get Elite Speak, like 2007 internet speak. Hell yeah. Pokemon box. Yeah. I can't believe they have the retconned gym signs. Huh?
Wasn't Box like only available from the New York City like Pokemon Center store?
Coliseum and XD don't have enough storage space? Huh.
Well, if you just used them to hold on to starters for resets, and then used Emerald as the game.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you would have to restart Emerald for Latios. That sucks.
Yeah, because it's post-game.
But here's the thing, though. If you restart Leaf Green for starters, you can't send the starters to anything else because, yeah, you can't send them out of the Kanto game.
Well, I guess what it would be is the first Emerald playthrough, you wouldn't bother catching most things. You just rush through it to get Latios or Latios.
Yeah, I guess that would basically be it. Or, you know, just glitch or pop, but...
I mean, you glitched in yellow, you may as well figure out how to do it. I don't know how hard it
The
is.
thing is, like, looking at the current methods for doing Pomeg Berry corruption shit, like, you can do some interesting stuff with that, and you can, like, you know, get mystery gift items. You can just have, like, basically force the game to, like, think that an NPC has the event item. And it's like, I would do that, but there is a risk of it corrupting your PC.
Mm.
I think it's like only specific boxes can get fucked up, but it's still technically a risk.
Can it fuck it up, like, later? Could you start your file, give the item straight away, verify that it hasn't fucked anything up, and then continue?
I don't know how early you can get Pomeg berries, and you need access to...
What if you trade them in?
From what?
Have, like, in your first Emerald playthrough, right? Rush through to get Latias, or whatever. Find, you know, have some Pomeg berries. Trade some, like, play through Leaf Green. Trade some stuff over to Leaf Green holding Pomeg berries. Enough to...
God.
How many Pomeg berries do you even need, anyway?
I don't know. You can grow more.
Right, yeah. Just trade a few
At
over.
this point, though, we're already doing this first playthrough to get one of the Eon duo. Like, this... I don't know. But, what was I gonna say?
There's like at least 2 instances where you do a tournament in a Coliseum, I think. I think the towns have Coliseums in them, is like...
Yeah, they do.
Instead of gyms, like, there's a Coliseum in each town.
First one you get is outside Fortree. Okay. I'm trying to think what else you need, because you need access to the in-game trade Pokemon, at least one of which is pretty early on. I know you need the Seedot, and I think there's a Plusle you get from Fortree, and you need those because they have specific, like, personality values, I think. The thing is, you also want to have access to the Battle Frontier so you can clone shit, because you need to, like, fill your PC boxes with the same thing cloned a bunch of times, because you're going to be corrupting them. So it's, you kind of want to have, like, a finished file.
Okay.
It's really weird. It's like... when you do it, I think you have to specifically have, like, boxes. I don't know what the box number goes up to. I think it's like 16. It's like you need to have boxes 11 through 16 empty, and it has to be empty, not including ghost data, because, like, if you send something out of the game with box or Pal Park, it'll leave ghost data, which fucks stuff up. So it's like you can't have that. And when you do the trick, it'll corrupt boxes 1 and 2, and you have to, like, specifically checkerboard pattern a bunch of stuff in box 2 to make it corrupt in a specific way to get, like, an egg holding an item or something. It's fucking weird. Like, I can't say that I understand the entire thing, but I get the basic
You could
idea.
also buy, like... this might be too much effort, but you could buy one of those, like... like ROM extractor things, so you can make...
Oh, to, like, back up a save file?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're unlocking Mew. I mean, you can. That's the
Yeah.
thing, is you can do this to have somebody give you the gold sea map. Or just to make an egg hatch into a Mew if you want.
Speaking of the Mew glitch, I've told this story in Earthbound, but there's a website called the Cave of Dragonflies, and I'm not sure how many people have seen this specific page on there, but the lady that runs that, I can't remember what her name is. I think Dragonfree is her username. Oh, is her name Helene, I think? Anyway, she said that, like, a long time ago, she was on a forum where somebody made a thread saying, like, here's... I found a way to get Mew, guys. And she was like, yeah, right. She, like, read it, and was like, yeah, this sounds like bullshit. And then later on, it was like, you know, Mew glitch discovered. It was like a few months or a couple years later. It was like, Mew glitch discovered, you know, you have to do all this shit. And then she's like, ah, shit. I saw this in, like, an old forum thread. No one in the forum was taking it seriously. I could have, but I also dismissed it as being random bullshit. And I missed my chance to be the one to, like, popularize it.
Aw, that sucks.
And then she found another thread, this time on the Brawl forum, where somebody, like, got a weird glitch where he started playing Death by Glass.
Oh my god. But yeah, for anybody who doesn't know the Pomeg Berry shit, like, I don't know if glitch or popping is a specific subset of that, or if that's just a term used for the whole thing. But yeah, anybody who doesn't know how that stuff works, it's a trip. You should look it up. It's just, you have to enter a battle with all of your Pokemon fainted, so that you send out the, like, weird circular question mark thing, and then you, like, go into your Pokemon menu and, like, scroll upwards into, like, a bunch of non-existent party members, and every time you scroll through them, it's like corrupting random bits of the data. It's so weird.
Pomeg Berry is a bad idea.
And speaking of stupid exploits, I was mentioning this before we started the stream. In these games, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, there's a frickin' RNG manipulation tool that you can use to guarantee shinies that requires you to either have a capture card or a webcam, so that it can, like, focus on the player character's eyes and track what frames they blink on to, like, determine your RNG seed, and then use that to, like, figure out what frame to start an encounter to get a shiny. It's fucking great. I kind of want to do that to get a shiny Spiritomb.
How does that work? Like, how can you force an encounter on a specific frame anyway, even if you get this information?
It's still difficult. Like, basically, once you get the info, like, you can... There's things you can do where, like, you know, you start a timer, and then it's like, you know, you want to hit it on this frame, and so it's still like a 1 out of 60. Like, you have to be frame perfect to do it, but
yeah, but
like,
how do you make sure an encounter happens on that frame?
Well, it's for, like, you know, legendaries, like where you just press A. Right? I think you can also sweet scent. I don't know if it works for wild encounters.
Okay. Well, anyway, this game seems pretty good so far. I'm gonna... Okay. Really wish I could rename this fucking site up already.
Yeah.
Backflip in the mirror in 64 times to unlock Luigi in Super Mario 64. No, the way... Oh, actually, I don't remember how to unlock him in 64. To unlock him in Odyssey, you have to cut out the bullshit in your life and focus on what really matters. According to Shigeru Miyamoto. Also according to Shigeru Miyamoto,
And also, the Bowser room was the most important room in the game, and that you can't ship it without it.
What do you mean youngster Jonathan? With an O, is that a thing? Do people spell like that? I thought it was like Joe Nathan. Because I knew a guy in my secondary school called Johnny, short for Jonathan. And I always used to call him Joe Nathan as a joke.
Good. Okay, I'm curious. I want to see if they changed the spelling of that between games.
Oh, wait, does your dude not have Sturdy in this game? Did they revert Sturdy to the Gen 4 mechanics for it?
Can
you check? I'm curious.
Give me a second, yeah. Fucking Jonathan.
She's not using Stallion Shanks.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can. It is Jonathan in Gen 4 also,
Okay.
and let's see.
It bothers me that I've talked about this in some other video, but when this game got announced,
Geodude is sturdy as its second ability, so I don't think trainers would use it.
Oh, I see. I know that in Gen 4, trainers always use the first ability, and we had to keep this in mind when, like, coming up with abilities and stuff in the ROM hack. Which we should get back to sometime. But
We really should.
we need to find a better way of handling it, because I don't want to go through fucking 493 things and pick moves. Like,
Yeah. I suppose it would also be useful to find out if the custom moves that we designed are actually possible to be
I
implemented.
know, but I'd have to reinstall my stupid, like...
I'm fine with keeping that one just, you know, shelved for a while until we...
get, like, passionate about it.
Yeah.
This is all genetic mechanics. Apparently this guy is like a heartthrob with female players.
Yeah, at least from my experience, just when I was like really deep into the fan base during Gen 4 days and talking to a bunch of random people I met from forums and stuff, everybody was like, oh my god, Rourke is such a hottie.
Whereas I never noticed, I always thought he looked like plain.
I mean, I feel that way about every male character. I guess, like, I don't know, because I've got the glasses thing. Like, maybe that's the same thing with him. I don't know.
Oh no, it's not so steady. Fury swipes. But Plainful, you're a boy.
Bootsy Spankins, PI.
Quote unquote canonically Leaf is that kid. Wait, what? Oh. Rock and Dog. That doesn't work. Leaf was born in 1994 and Dawn is only a little bit. Dawn is younger than Leaf.
Doesn't matter. Space-time anomaly.
Rourke has a, like, we already know that leader laws don't apply to, like, gym lead, or not necessarily apply to gym leaders, but, like, children and teenagers can work as gym leaders, but Rourke works in a mine, so he's an adult. I mean, whatever, maybe it's if they're both older. Yeah, I know it's in the webcomic. How does that change anything about what I said?
So let's revive an old debate. Where does everyone stand on the is Psyduck a duck or a platypus debate?
Pillow.
Okay.
He said it was a cake, right? Leaf is an okay name for a fictional character. It's one of those ones where it's like, it's not completely outrageous, but I probably wouldn't. I would probably.
I think it's. I'd say it's slightly better than Red or Blue.
Red is an actual name, though. And to be fair, so is Leaf, but with a different spelling.
Yeah.
And it's a guy's name in that case. Psyduck is based on her. You can make.
I would say Psyduck is like a rubber duck. It doesn't look like a regular duck, but
Well, hang on. If
I'm still not buying the platypus.
But if the webcomic is based on, like, is based on the game canon, even if it changes stuff, you should still assume the stuff that isn't specified as changed is the same as the original games, right?
Who cares?
I care.
Thud. So is the like GTS building in Jubilife finally open? Like, what the fuck does that thing actually do?
They just said I needed a gym badge. Was it like closed for everyone for a while?
I'm not convinced it's open yet. Yeah, it's like you couldn't access it until they like did a game update or something, and I don't know what it does now. Are there any active events in this game right now, or have they all
I don't
ended?
think so. So if there is, then let me know, I suppose.
Yeah, I've never seen this place.
What do you mean, giant photorealistic globe? No. No. Wait, what? Is it just me or was there no Hokkaido there? What the fuck? I was waiting for Hokkaido so I could see it. Hang on. Am I dumb?
Is that Sinnoh?
Yeah.
Or
Oh, there is. It's just really small. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess, like, they had kind of.
So is this just Wonder Trade, or what is this? Mommy.
Yeah, I can't be bothered. That's not as good as the other brick joke.
What brick joke?
So basically, a guy was gonna build a shed, so he went to, like, his local hardware store. He calculated that he would need, like, 1,000 bricks to build this shed, and then he went to the store, and he would need 999 bricks, and he was like, I need 999 bricks, and they're like, sorry, we only sell them in, like, we can only give you 1,000, and he's like, you can't cut me a deal or anything, and they're like, no. So he's like, alright, fine, I guess I'll take the 1,000 bricks. He goes back, and sure enough, the shed only takes 999 to build, so he has an extra brick left over. So, not knowing anything better to do with it, he just tosses it in the air.
Good joke.
Yeah.
I feel like you've told me the rest of this, I just don't remember it because it was bad.
It's probably about getting close to time when I should transfer in my third team member, and the reason that I, like, put off playing this game for so long.
Perhand Island.
Fucking Perhand Island.
Oh, it's Aedron.
Why is Josh bear crushed? He shouldn't be. He sounds fine at my end. Like, that's weird.
Oh my god.
That doesn't even make any sense. How could he sound bear crushed in the stream if it's going through me? And he sounds fine to me.
Oh, it could just be a glitch in the game.
I actually can't hear the Team Galactic battle music because I can't hear any of the game at all. Because, yeah, if I turn it up, then it'll get picked up by the mic, and I can't hear it through my computer because I have it turned off, and if I turn it on, it will be on, like, a delay, and it will be really infuriating. So.
A big tractor enthusiast.
Are you just gonna keep telling random jokes? Who the fuck are you? Oh, is that Babe? Are you Babe? Oh my god.
Now it is occurring.
Top.
God, I hate my fucking inconsistent headset.
Nah.
I mean, I guess it could be BB, but I think it's Bebe. Bebe's boobs destroy society.
Baby's kids.
Wait, did you actually have to do that manually? You couldn't just, like...
Oh, I don't know, I didn't try. I assumed I had to do it through the Poké thing. On Monday I woke up. My dad woke me up and said, wake up, he says, your goldfish is gay. I rushed over to the Russian tank. He wasn't gay. It's just one of his tricks.
Yep, there's the terrible spelling of Taylor.
Is it like T-E-I-G-H-L-O-R?
Yes. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's like a... we determined that this game just has a bunch of weird changes to the original trainer names, because this was spelled Taylor like a normal way originally.
Yeah, it's like they just randomly changed them to like Gen Z spellings. Like, I'm not really sure why.
I just assumed it was a joke. Because it's only the localization team as well. It's not like Ilka did it.
When I grow up, I want to be a steam shovel.
Oh.
Is that evolution level?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mar.
Watch the two models grow and shrink out of each other. You're becoming more like your father.
Oh shit, what's the... Does anyone know what causes the glitch where, like, Pokemon will evolve or an egg will hatch and the name that displays will just be, like, some random trainer name that you encounter from the underground?
God. Your wild Dennis hatched. Well, I mean, you hatched a Dennis, huh? You don't need more experience, I'll put you in the front anyway, just to give you some time in the standing in the spotlight. And then the giraffe's neck's part waist.
Are you gonna grab the free Mew and Jirachi?
God. Maybe.
Because if you want to, like,
wait,
get them with good natures or something, and specifically
I don't
ignore
have
that, then
I don't have Legends Arceus data.
you don't need it. This game came before that.
I thought one of them required Legends Arceus. Oh no, it's Sword and Shield and Let's Go.
Yeah, one of them's Sword Shield, one of them's Let's Go. You need to catch Arceus in Legends to catch Arceus in this game.
Right.
And then in Legends, you need BDSP data for either Darkrai or Shaman, and I think Switch data for the other one.
Okay.
I want to say Let's Go data just gives you outfits. But anyway, yeah, if you wanted to specifically, like, not pick them up yet, if you care about, like, nature or something, it's
No,
the people left.
I know where they are. Standing in the spotlight.
Shocked by Mew and Celebi being given. I don't think Celebi's given out anywhere. I want to say that one is still exclusive to VC Crystal.
Mm-hmm. Which means that pretty soon, It's gonna be
And,
bad.
For some reason, like, so I didn't realize this until I was doing spreadsheet stuff, like, last week. In Sword and Shield, they have, like, you're able, like, so basic, I'm sure, how the fuck do I explain this? Like, the list of things that can be put into the game includes every legendary, because you can encounter them all through, like, the Dynamax shit from Crown Tundra, but it doesn't include every mythical. It does include some of them, though. You can do Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, but not Deoxys. None of the Gen 4 mythicals. Victini, Keldeo, Genesect, but not Meloetta. Diancie and Volcanion, but not Hoopa. Let me check
I don't know what this list is.
These are the things that can be transferred into Sword and Shield.
Oh, okay.
And okay, I guess any of the Gen 7 mythicals are fair game. It's like, it's really fucking random which ones are not allowed. I don't know why they did that. So basically, the only game in Gen 8 that can have Deoxys in it is BDSP, and the only way to get Deoxys is event from a previous game or Horus, so it's like kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's a shame that the technology is, like, not conducive to this lasting.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay. Oh. Okay. Right. So I have my 3DS here. Was that a stream glitch? Yeah, it said that it wasn't receiving any data for a bit there. I'm not sure why. Okay. Yeah, I guess that explains that. Or at least that tracks with what the stream was telling me. I don't know why OBS suddenly wasn't sending anything for a bit, but... I would, like, put on a webcam for doing this, but I'd have to point it at it. And also I'd have to unplug my mouse, I guess, to do it, which I don't really want to do. So...
H. So what's going on?
I was just saying, I could set up a webcam to
sorry.
show... Yes, I could set up my webcam to show Bank, but I would have to unplug my mouse, and I can't be bothered to set it up, so... Okay, so how does this work? I go on Bank, and I know there's like a transfer to home option. I have my face in the top right corner. Oh, yeah, I guess I do.
I have never used Pokemon Home, and basically not seen anything of it. Not that there's much to say.
Yeah.
Oh, it's big. When are we getting Pokemon big?
Okay, move Pokemon to Pokemon Home. What are we even going to move? You haven't got one Pokemon deposited right now. Okay. I will test with some random thing first.
It should be a Charjabug.
Pokemon Sleep coming out in 2020. What about Pokemon Teeth?
Didn't that actually come out?
I don't know. Pokemon Sleep is fucking weird. It's like, it's a game you can play by doing nothing and having it on your phone while you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have a bunch of bullshit on here. Trying to figure out what I should transfer. There's my shiny Voltorb as well.
Doesn't exist.
Is there anything special about this Wurmple? Nope. Okay, I will transfer up a Wurmple.
Wow.
As a test. Okay, so what's interesting about this thing though? What, like, it's Impish and it has Shield Dust. Okay, no, Impish and a little Quick Tempered. Let's make sure those track. Level 7 male. Quit.
A little
Save.
quick temper.
Yep. Oh wait, hang on, I see a 3DS option on here.
And before it just doesn't save it somehow. Like I don't think there's much of a risk of that being the case, but
Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean basic plan, premium plan? Oh, come on.
what's wrong?
I think I have to pay some money.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, we're gonna do this on the stream. You guys have got to see the hassle it's gonna take to get this thing up here.
So we're paying the like whatever the pound equivalent of $15 is to do this.
Apparently.
Now. Fucking hate Pokemon Home. It does not need to be $15 a year. And it does not need to be the only way to access the GTS.
Yep. I see. Okay. So basically, I'll just... yeah, I'm not gonna... I don't anticipate using this again in the near future. I'll just buy a 1-month plan. Premium, more like a premium.
Oh, I didn't know you could do
It's
just
generic.
1 month. How much is that?
£2.69. Okay. Honestly, fine. Wait, what's this? About automatic renewal. Okay, can I not have automatic renewal? Can I turn it off?
Nope, you're forced.
Premium plan features. Move Pokemon from Pokemon Bank. Deposit and store up to 6,000. Have up to 10 Pokemon up for trading in Wonder Box. Pokemon trade on the GTS. Oh, that's right, because there is no GTS on any of the Gen 8 games. It's on Home.
Yeah, it's on fucking Home.
Create room trades. Yeah, it's just a judge function. Oh, yeah, you have to fucking pay to check your IVs.
Oh my god.
If you choose to activate. Okay, I will not be doing that. Proceed to purchase. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my video feed here just in case it has any of my card information. I imagine it won't show anything that people can use, but still. So, talk amongst yourselves.
Nobody ever told me how.
Oh boy, can I use points for a discount? Oh, I actually already have a balance, apparently. Oh! That's right, because it transfers between systems. Interesting. Alright, that's fine then.
Joel, that's actually out of character for you to be saying that, because one time we were watching What the Fuck is Wrong with You, and what the fuck was her name? Tara? His, like, co-host was making some Pokemon joke and used Pikachu as an example, and you're like, why do people always use Pikachu as an example? There's so many other ones to pick from.
God. Your mother's maiden credit card fraud here.
Yes.
Can I move stuff from Nintendo 3DS without a 3DS? Okay. Ready? God, okay.
Okay. Fair enough, then. Moving. What the fuck is a moving key?
Apparently it's just what you have to use.
okay, so this is actually, huh? I figured it would be like a local thing, or like, you know, it would actually set up a connection between the two systems. But no, I guess if somebody really wanted, they could probably use this moving key on their system and just send you random shit.
I'm so confused. Both things are just like, but like Pokemon Bank is letting me just use it normally now. A move is currently in progress. I just have to wait. I mean, okay, this will be
What the fuck is this program?
I don't know, but I'm happy that I'm testing this with something that isn't my shiny first. I guess I just leave.
Please
All right.
log in again after some time has passed.
I'll play for like 20 minutes. I get like 15 minutes or something.
You know, what we need here is the like Mario Maker / Mario Paint music. The like. Ish. I like how much of a massive clusterfuck the like intergenerational transfer system is.
Yeah.
It was you know pretty straight and simple for a few generations, and then it got tied into the subscription storage facilities, and now it's completely fucked.
Yup.
And there's so many just weird like intricacies where it's like there's something with Pokemon Go. I don't remember what it is exactly, where it's like, oh god, what the hell was it? There's some restriction where it's like you can't send something from Go to home and then to Sword and Shield unless like you've done something else for what the fuck is it? Like now I have to look it up because it's gonna bug me.
Oh boy, a shitty nature.
Age. Legendary and mythical Pokemon that were transferred from Pokemon Go into Home can then only be transferred to Sword or Shield if that Pokemon has already been registered in the Pokedex beforehand.
Yeah, we mentioned the thing about Spinder's patterns earlier. Plainful. That just reminds me of the stupid thing the wizard talks about, where like you must have to have it for 30 days, and like there's more to it than that. So, what do you mean soft and earthy?
That's
soft
pennies a
and earthy.
day. Yeah,
we talked about that.
I still don't get that. Like, what the hell are they trying to prevent with that? So what, you can't move Nincada into BDSP, I think is what we determined.
Yeah.
Even though there's nothing wrong with Nincada itself, it's just...
Yep.
They're like, oh no, if you evolve it, then that will trigger the clone thing. Like, I don't fucking know.
The WWWYZZERD.
D.com.
The Team Galactic.
Ooh.
Do you get it? Do you get my hilarious joke?
I didn't actually hear what you said.
I said the Team Galactic.
Oh, grunt, yeah. Okay, I'm looking at this Bulbapedia page here. Pokemon home points replace Pokemiles as a currency. Every day at midnight, the player gains a point for every 31 stored Pokemon, rounded down. 1 battle point is equivalent to 30 points. What the fuck do the points do?
If you can read the card, you're too smart for the game.
Yeah, like, is it just these, like, is it just you gain 30 points to get 1 BP, or do the points themselves do anything? Like,
man, I don't know. Come on, I went through Pokemon. Like, come on.
because, like, the miles were stupid, but you could still do something with them. It seems like these you just can't.
Well, didn't it say you can trade them for battle points in Sword and Shield?
Yes, but what I'm saying is, like, these are the replacement for the miles, and while the miles did do something, these don't, other than just accruing into the other ones.
Yeah. Also, what if you don't have Sword and Shield, but you want to use it for, like, BDSP and Legends?
I mean...
Actually, to be fair, there is a Battle Frontier in this game, right?
Well, Tower.
Tower. Yeah. And people are like, yeah, it's such a fucking shame. It's the worst thing you've ever done is not including the fucking... I love the Battle Frontier. It's so fair and fun and not completely bullshit.
Man, I love that facility where you don't get to choose what move your Pokemon uses. It just picks its own shit based on its nature. That was the best thing ever. For people who like it, whatever. But yeah, I found that shit infuriating. I don't like the idea of, playing through the game using, the team of stuff you like or whatever, not caring about natures or EVs or IVs, and you get to this and it's just like, hey, fuck you, Raid's a perfect team with mechanics that we're not going to explain.
Yep. And even if you understand them, it's time consuming, and even if you do it, it's still too hard. For most
because people. The computer cheat and will, get perfect accuracy with, like, sheer cold and crap like that.
Yeah, it's saying that it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, which is fucking infuriating because, like, this place is supposed to have good internet. So, like, I really need to switch my ISP. I'm also gonna get an Ethernet cable. Like, right now, the one I have is too short because the router has to be in a specific spot, which is, like, in the hole. So I have to get, like, a longer one. It's like 100 meters or something. Or, no, probably like 50 meters, isn't it? Really wish I could hear the music there. Alright, net flatline.
I don't actually know for sure if the AI cheats or if
does.
it's just confirmation bias.
No, I'm pretty sure people have looked at the code and found that they read your moves and shit.
Well, reading your moves is different than having better accuracy than you.
Oh.
Because I've heard that that's the case. Is like that
no,
the
I don't
game
think they do that. I think it's just that they read your moves. Which is still cheating.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I'm hoping that I've wasted enough time for this thing to transfer up. I think I've only been playing for like 10 more minutes, but...
Do I have a strong opinion on AI that cheats in your benefit, so, like, makes it easier for you? I mean, I feel like there's cases where you need that. Like, the obvious example is, like, any time that you are playing, like, a digital version of chess, if you win against the computer, it's because they let you, because, like, they should be perfect, but they have to intentionally dumb themselves down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, there's instances where you would need that. I guess it just depends on what implementation or, like, what type of game we're talking about. So, no, I would say I do not have a strong opinion. Do I have a strong opinion on Bean Machine? Yeah, it sucks.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I received 3,000 Pokemon home points for transferring a Pokemon for the first time.
Okay.
Okay, let's have a look.
A random
Sure is a
Wurmple.
Wurmple. How do I get the info on it? Yeah. I actually don't know.
I forget if you've told me. Do you, or have you ever played Go?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't really like it though.
I think if you send something in from Go, you can you get the free Melmetal. Probably worth doing that.
Can I really not see any more info about it?
What the fuck is this Mr. DNA thing? I haven't heard of cases where games do that, but I mean, I would say that's kind of lame. Also, what's with the random Bulbasaur?
That was for creating my account.
Does it just give you one of the starters at random, or?
No, you get to pick the account I started.
Okay.
I guess you can't check detailed info unless you transfer it into a game, which is stupid.
Yeah, what
How
the
do you
hell?
transfer Pokemon users getting a code? It's probably just your region, Emily. You'll probably need to just wait until later. It wasn't working for me when I started this stream. Okay, I guess I'm done. So I just... Well, no, hang on, because I need to transfer something else. Use Pokemon Bank, use this game. Well, no, hang on, actually, I want to.
Oh, it's
Go
Bakewater.
into Pokemon Diamond, and check.
Bulbasaur is based on a frog? I mean, yeah, kinda.
Okay, so let's go ahead and...
No, you don't understand. It's a frog.
Oops. I haven't actually watched the intro yet, but maybe next time.
3 Gen 1 starters are all turtles. I mean, they all have the same face.
They kind of do. They do be kind of doing having be do though. I assume boxes are in here. No? How do I access my boxes?
What are we
Oh, is that
talking
from
about?
Auto boxes, okay.
There's a piece of cheese inside, and everybody involved knows I can walk.
Traveled all the way across space and time itself to join me from the Hoenn region. Okay.
Oh.
Tempered. I think that's all correct.
I don't know why it would have changed, but
No, I'm just making sure because you know. So I'm gonna also where's my ID? 695363. Nothing interesting. I guess it starts with a 69.
well,
Okay, so that all looks fine. Sorry about the faffing about with home and stuff, but
Fushigi no dungeon. I don't know what that means.
mystery dungeon.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Fushigadane it's a mystery to me, or whatever, something similar to that.
It's more like it's mysterious, isn't it? Or something. How strange, huh? Dane is like, don't you think? You know, isn't it? Or huh? You know, like
What? Huh?
what? Huh? Exactly.
Or there has been a considerable amount of faff.
Yeah.
Quickly, before the mailmail next piece. Peace.
My peace bear.
What stamp number? What if your entire personality was just energy drinks?
I was a little bit worried because I'm like, I don't know if people could hypothetically have their, like, 3DS thing. Oh, I guess, never mind. All that would accomplish is them transferring something to me. It wouldn't allow.
Yeah.
For a second, I was worried that somebody could like steal my Zubat. I'm gonna keep bank open just in case. I don't think I need to, but anyway, I don't feel like faffing about in the game for 10 minutes, just and then hopping out again. So instead, I will like attempt to do the beginning of Dread quickly.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do like a random Picross puzzle.
Nope. No, I said I got to show off my mad skills.
Mancuso's garage. Well, wouldn't it be just the opening cutscene?
No.
Oh, it's Jag. I don't know what Jag is.
Flash, what are you talking about?
Why am I calling you? What did I... Oh, because your personality is energy drinks. I think I've had an energy drink exactly one time in my life.
I don't think I've ever had one unless you count Lucozade, but that's like a sports drink.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Spinda thing, there is a reason. It's because they fucked up. Because apparently, like, the formula used to generate, like, what spot patterns come from what personality value is different in BDSP than anything else, so it, like, wouldn't be consistent if you move Spinda in or out of it.
I would like to LP this game one day with some kind of challenge condition.
You have only access to half of the buttons at any given time.
No, I'm thinking like 0% items, or something.
Yeah, the Spinda thing actually, like, for a second, I was like, it's whatever, who cares about Spinda? But it's like, you know, if this was a situation like with your Zubat, where it's like, you know, I have this like special Spinda that I want to use for a playthrough, like, you know, it's not a great Pokemon, but fuck it, I want to use it anyway. It's like, well, guess what, asshole, you can't.
I had like a 50-50 chance of getting hit by that thing. I'm not very good at killing it quickly.
Yeah. Game Freak usually doesn't have mistakes with transferring. There was the issue of PAL parking from Gen 3 to 4, where, like, the way that Pokemon's abilities were stored changed, where, like, some stuff would, like, switch whether the ability was its first or second possible ability. And so, like, I know that a common one was Togepi. Like, if you would transfer it up and then evolve it, it would just suddenly change abilities because the, like, personality value would just cause it to switch. I think that's the only major hang-up that had. Yeah, pseudo waves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bakery days.
Just gonna try to do it this way.
But I forgot this is the one that can kill you.
Yeah. This one often takes me a while.
Are you okay? You
Yeah.
sound like you're dying.
I'm just hoping this doesn't take me too long because I'd like to be able to go a little bit further than this. What am I doing? I'm just playing the beginning of Dread to pass time while the thing is transferring to home.
Specifically trying to shoot through walls to sequence break.
Yeah.
Nobody involved knows of those different types of place. How long did it take someone to find that? Probably like a week.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Hand hurts.
Cock injured. I don't even know what the fuck cock injured means or like where it came from.
Don't suck.
Uh-oh!
It's
Keys in car!
glitches aren't cheating. You also can't really cheat a single player game. Like, not like it's only cheating's only a problem because it's a detriment to other people. If you're doing it to a single player game, then it's not a problem. I feel like you know this anyway, and are just trolling, but.
Pseudo waves, so much fun, you wouldn't believe how much fun they are.
pretty
The worst
bad.
this time I found a leg.
I'm pretty bad at this one.
It's a thing a chat member said in your stream. Okay.
It like gives me a really bad cramp in my like. I don't know
Am
what
I
it's
going
like,
to suddenly appear to be online on your screen?
possibly. Yes.
Okay. I grabbed this earlier thinking that I might, like, grind my team or something while you were playing, but I just didn't. I need to decide what stuff I'm taking into the Elite Four.
I forgot you haven't been in that game yet. Oh shit, I think it's raining outside.
I think it's bleeding outside.
Raining.
I think it's bleeding outside.
His God's tears. He's sad that I'm breaking Metroid Dread.
Yes. This is the sound.
I think I saw my light flicker for like a fraction of a second there, which I really hope there's no power cut because my laptop would instantly die and the stream would end.
And several people would explode.
Okay. I need to like give my hand a break. Yep, I'm hearing thunder.
Also known as Thundage.
True.
There's home up here, and there's so many friends around.
So it calls when it rains while the sun is out.
Hmm?
And I am not making this up.
Fun tricks. I'm sorry.
It usually takes me this long. Oh my god, my hand hurts. That's the reason I can't like. I couldn't like do a RTA speedrun of this. Is that this trick? I'm really inconsistent at this trick, and then it also hurts my hand really badly, so I have to keep stopping. I mean, I guess with practice I could get better.
Car, hand hurt, and beer. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Ow.
Scientists were baffled today when scientists were dead. As often. As often. I'm just gonna end the sentence right there. Sorry, I have nothing to add to any of this.
It's okay. Fuck me. I don't know how to use the controller in a way that doesn't hurt my hand doing this.
Use the controller.
Look, blame home.
Home is where the house is.
Why does it take so long to transfer? I don't know how long it takes. It's probably only like 10 minutes or less. Used to be so fast.
There's a... Sorry, I've perpetually... What was it?
You have to understand, I have to get this trick now, because it'll be lame if I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, so you agree that I have to get this trick?
How many times have you hit it so far?
1 out of 2. It's 10 minutes old. I don't know how long it is. It's probably ready already. I need to go a little bit further to prove about the justice of my culture.
I agree. Scientists were baffled today because they don't know how to snub.
Good luck with the Pokemon streaming. Thank you. Okay, Flask, I don't know. Ask someone who worked on it. I know you can't, but... Like, I don't know shit about how home works.
Don't know shit about Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not actually going to be doing anything in that game. Let's see, we could have a discussion about sea life.
God damn, this hurts. There we go.
Yeah. Continues burping and dying for the next 15 minutes.
Fuck.
What
That's a
happened?
really bad climb.
Play the Game Boy, you need the Game Boy. This is Bakugan Battle Brawlers.
I'm debating how far I should go.
How far away is the first boss?
Probably like 5 minutes.
Could just do that. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate that the wall shooting trick was stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Nice.
And cutscene. Well, map effect. Yeah, I played this game like 15 times now. I lost count a while ago.
Eric and Stump Champ. What?
What?
Oh man, Eric and Stump Champ are here.
I see the message. Damn it, I can usually kill that thing. Hold on.
Hey. There's 2 different opportunities to try to parry the ME.
Yeah.
I think both of them are a really small window, but yeah, you do have 2
And
shots.
slightly randomized.
I think it's an unwritten rule that new people do not show up to streams until a game is being played, other than the one that's being advertised.
Yeah. I've never actually, like, gone to the, been able to go to the right there, because I'm never fast enough.
Huh.
He usually approaches you from the right if you take too long, and he tells you. But if you're fast, then the faster way for him to get to you will be to the left, which means you can go to the right.
Casual, that's alright. Oh, so you're a big fan? Oh, well, name every bus. I have no response to that.
Damn it.
But when will I start streaming Fortnite?
Baby bus, that's a key thing.
I think you've mentioned that before, meeting another, like, fan of my stuff in person. That's very odd to me. Trying to think of lore to answer that question. Somehow it's going to involve the vampire bus from ATHF. Well, there will be a bus in BA3.
Yes.
I think it will be the first time that we have actually seen a Bikdip on a bus outside of, like, the postcard graphic. Not image, graphic.
Alright, that's enough of that. Oh wait. Need to swap the cartridge again.
What What if you had the ability to just point at somebody and it made them burp? Would you use it for good or for awesome?
Well, Chuck Norris has the ability to point at somebody and say booyah and make them pregnant, even if they don't have a uterus.
Oh. Sometimes Chuck Norris will sit down and eat an entire plate of sausage and onions for no reason. I like how much of a nothing statement that is.
Oh, by the way, I was watching the Ristar LP earlier, and during it, you mentioned that Bog of the Bikdip Saves the Princess was, like, finished. I thought that it got cancelled before it ever was finished.
Well, it got canceled and, like, turned into a joke hack, basically.
Oh.
Like, instead of actually being a full game, it just turned into a shitpost that was, like, 2 levels long and intentionally glitchy.
I should still try it sometime, because I don't know if I've seen anything of it.
I don't know if it's, like, available anywhere or not. That is a good question, and I don't have an answer for it. Or more accurately, it's because the history of BA1 was it started out as just an NES tile set generic quest with Link as the main character, and then I decided I can replace the Link graphics. I'll just make it a Bikdip, and so I did that, and then that eventually got upgraded into Bikdip's Adventure 1, and so I called it that because it was just a Bikdip. It wasn't supposed to specifically be the Bikdip,
Right.
but then that kind of got retroactively made the stories.
How far into Diamond am I? I'm about to fight Jupiter for the first time. I'm about to do the Valley Windworks. But I've just transferred in. So I should tell this story. So way back in 2016 when Sun and Moon was announced, I was like, I should replay my Pokemon games, because that was like the first time I'd ever done it, aside from a single replay of Platinum that I'd done like a few years ago prior. Actually, is that even true? I think that is true. I don't think I'd replayed any games before then. I am also looking forward to BA3. I'm looking forward to you guys getting to see all the stuff that we have planned for it. But anyway. Hopefully it won't be too long before we can put out an update video.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If we can figure out frame rates.
So, okay, in my original Platinum run, I used an Infernape, a Golduck, a Porygon Z, which I've already mentioned I used in Sun, so I haven't used it, here. I also used a Giratina, but I felt stupid about that, and I probably just had, a HM Slave as my 6th. I also had a Crobat. And the Crobat was not from my game. It was given to me because I was stuck on the Barry fight in Hearthome, between Hearthome and Route 209. So my friend Daniel, who I mentioned before was my Pokemon friend, he did not get me into Pokemon, but I got into Pokemon shortly before befriending him, and we would just talk about it constantly. He originally knew more than me, but then I read a shit ton of stuff on Bulbapedia and surpassed him eventually. So he gave me a level 86 Crobat, and I just kind of had it as a reserve, to sweep the game with. And then flash forward, many years later, in 2016, Sun and Moon's coming out. I decided I want to replay my games. One of those is Oras, which I do a mystery egg run for, which is my first ever one. And while doing so, I found my first ever shiny, a Zubat. And I decided one day when the Gen 4 remakes come out, I will use this shiny Zubat and I will name it Daniel, and it will be on my team, and I'll use it legitimately, because I don't consider myself to have legitimately used this line. I've only used the
the OP one,
the OP Crobat, yeah, which wouldn't fucking listen to me obviously because of the badge mechanic, but yeah, he's called Spectre because of Vapor's Gate. Anyway, so yeah, here's Daniel, I guess.
It is finally going to see the light of day.
And I was like, yeah, it'll be good, because I won't have to wait for, an update to the transfer system, because it will be partway through a generation.
Nope.
Thanks for the Plays channel?
Nope. In fact, it was the longest wait between a game's release and, the storage facility out of any game.
Mm-hmm. Whoops, I dropped the works key. Anyway, I suppose I will just clear out Valley Windworks and then call it a stream, because I've got to go to bed soon. I have work tomorrow. Today was my first day actually doing, like, how would I put this? Real work. Until now, it's been onboarding. Like, I started with 8 weeks of training, not even client-side. Then I had 9 weeks doing onboarding stuff where they were introducing us to the systems and, like, means of doing things. And then today, I fixed my very first, like, broken regression test. And, I've not pushed the changes yet, but tomorrow I'll, like, put it up for review by, I guess, Medline Manager or whatever they're called. I've never actually used a shiny on a team. I've not really found that many shinies. I guess I could briefly talk about that. So after this one, like literally
I
less
remember
than...
the hop-up incident.
God, literally less than 12 hours after this one, like I went to sleep, I woke up the next morning and played some more, and I moved on, because I found this thing in Granite Cave, and I moved on to, you know, Slate Port and Route 110, and there I happened to just find a shiny Voltorb, which was a shame because I had only a couple months prior used an Electrode in a Heart Gold run, but oh well. What do you mean pretended not to notice? Excuse me? What do you mean it's not obeying me? What the fuck? Doesn't my badge go up to like level 20?
God.
How does that work in this game?
Yeah, now that I think about it, actually, I don't think... I think the first badge to give you any obedience check is the second badge, which checks up to level 30, and the cutoff is after level 10. I did not think about that at all. That
Define
sucks ass.
cutoff is after level 10.
Like, they'll listen to you if they're 10 or lower, but 11 or above they won't.
I thought you said it was 30. Oh, you mean the default?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 0 or 1 badges, you can only
Well,
use...
you'll be a liability for a while. Anyway, my third shiny was a Latias. Not even shitting you. I talked about this in like a different stream. I can't remember which one. I want to say a Smash stream that you did. Yeah, I got the Eon ticket in that run. Again, same save file. Later on, I got the Eon ticket. I went there. I went to Southern Island or whatever. I tried to get the Latias, and then I'm like, oh no, wait. Let me actually switch to a better Pokemon to start with. So I closed out the game, switched to a different Pokemon, or I might not have, I can't remember. But I encountered it a second time, and it was just shiny, so that was pretty good. Then I did a shiny hunt, like, less than a year later. I decided I wanted to try shiny hunting. I picked something relatively easy. I picked Hoppip because you can use swarms to get it. So I just used Sweet Scent over and over on Route, like, 7 in Kalos, or whatever it is. Eventually got one. I believe it was my 2003rd Hoppip. There were 400 hordes of Hoppip, and then I didn't count the non-Hoppips, but there were 400 Hoppip, like hordes with 5 each, and then it was the middle one on the 401st, so 2003 Hoppip. And I've explained the story before, but shortly after that, I did like a Heart Gold Mystery Egg run, and my friend Jamie was like, is there anything you don't want to use? And I'm like, I guess Mr. Mime, because I don't like it. And he's like, really? There's something else I can think you might not want to use. And I'm like, nah, I'm sure it's fine. And he gave me a fucking Hoppip, so I used that, and then... So I haven't really gotten a chance to use the shiny one.
That's just fucking rude.
It kind of is, but the thing is, like, he was like, are you sure? Like, I really think that you'll be upset. And I said to him, I can't think of anything it would be. Like, go ahead. If I get... I think I said, like, if I get upset, then whatever, or something. But I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
I'll probably still use the Hoppip eventually anyway. And I think that's every... Oh, no. And then I didn't get any for several years until last November when I found a shiny Gyarados in Platinum, which is the least impressive shiny ever, and it's in a video on my channel.
Right.
If you just look up, like, I found the least impressive shiny Pokemon ever or something.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but as for any more Beanie Baby videos coming up, yes, but I can't really say when because it's going to be a ton of editing that has to go into it. Basically, I'm just kind of going through my entire collection of commons and kind of talking a little bit about them. I've recorded about 2/3 of it, and so far we're looking at like 6 hours of footage. I am gonna trim out some of the fat, but it's mostly gonna kind of stay as it is, and like, you know, other than trimming the crap out, I also want to put in, you know, I'll edit in stuff where, like, if I talk about something but don't have anyone, like, any to show, I'll, like, put an image of it or something. I'll usually put in, like, I'll probably want to put in my little timeline graphic and stuff. But, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a product.
Baby. Oh, this fucking thunder. Can you guys hear that through the mic?
Yes.
Damn. To be fair, my window's open for air, but... Fury swipes.
Har.
Are you gonna call it Beanie Block 5?
I don't know. The food was good.
The chicken was fantastic. Row, my
Row, my
goodness.
Well, no, the ice cream was fantastic. The chicken was just great.
I see. The human skin was amazing. Yeah, gonna go heal. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Must point out how fucking Shining Pearl has access to Perugly before Glameow.
God, that's so fucking stupid.
I really don't understand that.
Yeah. It's true, you can look it up. It might not be completely clear based on the information, but it is true.
Yeah, it's because of the underground.
Mm-hmm.
You can get access to Perugly through the underground before you have access to, like, the route leading to Canalev, but it's like Glameow also appears in the underground, but for some reason it has a higher requirement than Perugly does.
Baby car. What's baby car? Baby car?
Baby bus.
That's a cute name. Hang on, what was the, like, translated Japanese title of BA3?
Does it have no Densetsu in it?
No, that's
Or,
legend.
or Daiboken?
Daiboken, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to remember because it was something. That was it. Bikdip no Daiboken suri, Matoriksu chu no michi.
Was that 3 in an English accent, or was that actually the
It
word
was
for
three.
3?
It was 3 in an English accent.
Would it not be translated?
From my experience, I don't usually hear them say like "son" or whatever in game titles, especially not if they're translated.
That's weird.
Alright, how much of a bitch are you gonna be, Mars? I think I said I was gonna fight Jupiter earlier and I was mistaken. It's a straw baby car. That's amazing.
Excellent.
I love the chibi faces. They remind me of Fumo's.
What is a Fumo?
Look up Toho Fumo
I refuse.
at 3 a.m.
Guys, it's Minnie Mouse!
Road in the no. Michi, like oh, I can paste it to you. I had somebody, my friend Melody, who's fluent in Japanese, translate it.
I like this this mirror match where you are basically incapable of doing anything because you can't fucking attack.
It's okay. I need to get him used to being on the team anyway. You know, he's traveled from across time and space. I was sitting in a box for 6 years.
Living in a box.
Back to the lab again. Oh no.
Oh no.
do you mean U-turn? Get the fuck out of here.
I was going to ask you something, and then realized, like, I don't know what made me think of this, but this isn't so much something that happens often now. I guess mostly because most of my videos go up on such a delay that it can't really happen. But, like, I used to have this common trend of people asking me things in the comments, like, are you going to do this later in the game? And it would always piss me off, because I'm like, you know, you'll see it when I do. Why are you asking now? But I was going to ask a question that basically invoked that feeling, and it was just, are you, like, if Golbat tries to evolve, like, shortly after getting it, are you going to let it, or are you going to, like, keep it as a Golbat for a while?
I'll probably would look at the moveset. I don't like to evolve stuff immediately. I do like to give it some time as its lower stages, but...
Yeah. I don't think the moveset would be different. Just be for the sake of not having...
Yeah, you're kind of roboting a bit, but... it's okay. Yeah,
oh,
I like
okay.
that
So
she's
I have
smart
to see
that.
if maybe I'm just the dumb one here. So, you know how you have
Oh my
like
God,
the
it
3
didn't ask me
Pokemon
to
that evolve with
confirm.
ancient power,
Hang on,
like a ton.
hang on. It didn't ask me to confirm that I didn't want Fury Swipes. That's nice, actually. That's streamlined. Good on.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that since Gen 7.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that
No?
before. Maybe in Gen 8, because I don't
Because
remember play through that very well, but...
Because I remember they changed it so where you can't press B to cancel it. It's like you have to actually press down an A, and then, like, because you've gone through the effort to do that, now it doesn't confirm. But anyway, so like I was saying, we have 3 Pokemon that evolve with ancient power. Lickitung uses Rollout. Mime Jr. and Bonsly use Mimic, and Apom uses Double Hit, and like those I all kind of knew well enough. I didn't realize that there were more of those. Like, I knew that Steenie was one, but there are at least 2 others. Can you think of what they are?
Hang on, so not counting the ones in Gen 4 and not counting Steenie?
Yes. I can think of 2 others that I didn't know were a thing until, like, a few days ago. There might also be a couple others that I forgot about.
I want to say there's a Gen 6 one and a Gen 8 one.
Let me check if there's any in Gen 6.
I don't think there's any in Gen 5. I don't think there's any in Gen 7 either. Actually, there might be one. Well, I mean, there's the Steenie one. But other than that, I don't think there's any others.
What would it be like if ours? If you can't think of them, I will tell you what the moves are, and then you can see if you can figure out what the thing is. Because one of them I just had no fucking idea.
Okay. I guess tell me the moves.
Dragon Pulse and Taunt.
Ooh, Dragon Pulse, I want to say, is Poipole.
Yes. That one I vaguely remembered being the case after I saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, I think that was a thing. Taunt, I just had no fucking idea.
God,
This is like the most obscure evolution method I've ever heard.
is it? It's not Morgrem, is it?
No.
And it's not, what the fuck, Nickit?
No.
Great Treasure Hunt.
Yes. Also, there was my, you know, definitely favorite line in the game. The, "You're stinky, daddy." I fucking hate that part. Anyway, did you want me to say it?
I want to. What gen? Gen 8?
Yeah, it's 8.
I thought so.
I mean, I don't know fucking anything about Gen 8, so that's why I didn't
I
realize this
vaguely
was
remember
a thing.
this. I want to say it is one of the base game ones. Just because I think I remember it from the leak season.
Oh yeah, I guess there's other move-based ones in Legends, but those are like
Those are
used
weird.
this a certain number of times.
I'm gonna look at a Pokedex without looking at the evolution methods and see if I can think of it that way.
Turns out it's one of the starters for some reason.
Oh yeah, clearly. Come on, Bulbapedia. You can do it. That's not
Oh,
what I
it's big
wanted.
water.
I wanted the index. And just to go to Gen 8.
So anyway, the reason I was even thinking about this is... Wait, what?
What?
Oh, I guess... Okay, I guess technically Eevee also counts.
Oh. Because it's fairy type move.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Oh, it's fucking Clobberpuss, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like a wrestler.
So random.
Right, well, anyway, I guess,
Oh, no,
we
it's
can
a
have a look
do.
at the team. And then I'll be done. So, Spectre the Monferno. Gentle, bitter, gentle, somewhat vain. That's actually perfect for Spectre, though. Pretty
Yeah.
gentle by nature. It's somewhat vain.
Yeah, I suppose.
Ruto, pretty relaxed by nature, somewhat of a clown. That's not really accurate. And again, I it's accidentally exited out the prompt for naming this thing, but I'll be doing that next time at Eterna. And Daniel the Zubat, impish by nature, has a sturdy body. Well, there you go.
You know, this little paper-thin bat, very sturdy body.
Yes. Alright, thanks for coming along. And also for putting up with my Metroid bullshit earlier.
Metroid
Show up.
bullshit, they make our dreams come true.
Yes. Bye. Mario Kart tomorrow.
Fake.
On Monday. At 3 on Monday, as usual.
Trips you can trust. Rely on Uber to get you where you need to be.
Fakes you can't dunk.